Hello, students. How are you? Good. So are you ready to learn with teacher Jessica? Come on, let's start. Before we start, I advise you to have a pencil or notebook with you so you can write on the vocabularies and sentence structure later on. All right? So last week, we discussed about life cycle of a cat, right? Can you still remember? Good. So today's lesson is we will discuss human life cycle. So this lesson is intended for science Patom 3 students. All right, so let's go on. So let's go to our vocabulary. Now listen to the teacher carefully and repeat after. So number 1, human. Can you see the pointer, the red pointer on the screen? Good. So number 2, life. Number 3, cycle. Number 4, years old. Number 5, infancy. 6, childhood. Number 7, adolescence. Number 8, puberty. Number 9, adulthood. Number 10, old age. Number 11, first stage. Number 12, second stage. Number 13, third stage. And then the last one, fourth stage. Okay, now let's repeat all together. Human, life, cycle, years old, infancy, childhood, adolescence, puberty. 9, adulthood. Number 10, old age. 11, first stage. Number 12, second stage. Number 13, third stage. Number 14, fourth stage. All right, now let's, today, students will read the vocabularies, okay? So I will circle the word and then you will read it. So are you ready? Good. So number 1, I will change our pointer in here. Okay, so number 1 was number 1. Very good. Number 2. Number 3. Louder, please. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. Number 11. Number 12. Number 13. And number 14. Very good. Good job. So let's go. That's all for our vocabularies for today. So let's move on. So let's go to stages of human life cycle. All right. So the first stage is infancy. Everybody, can you see the blue here? Blue color in here? So that is infancy. So when we say infancy, it's between 0 to 2 years old. Again, 0 to 2 years old. All right. So can you spell infancy? I-N-F-A-N-C-Y. Infancy. All right. So at this stage, the infant depends on his or her parents for everything. The infants learn to move around and say a few words. All right. So the infant depends on his or her parents for everything. Why? Because they cannot move by their own self. They need the help of their parents. All right. Okay, so they need assistance. Understand? Good. So next. Okay, let's go to the second stage of human life cycle. So childhood. All right. So can you spell childhood, student? Very good. So when we say childhood, it's between 3 to 11 years old. All right. So 3 to 11 years old. So the child grows and explores the world around him or her. The child learns to do many things on his or her own. The child learns to talk, make friends, and play together. All right. So what do you think is your stage today? All right, so it's childhood. Very good. So next, the third stage is adolescence. Everybody, can you say with me? Adolescence. Again, adolescence. So can you spell adolescence, students? A. All right, very good. So when we say adolescence, it's between 12 to 18 years old. Again, 12 to 18 years old. So this period is also known as puberty. Why? Because the reproductive organs of a child mature. All right. So for the boys, they will have a deepening of their voice, and then they will have more body hair. All right. So for female, so they will have a breast enlargement, and then they will have wider hip, and then they will have their menstruation period. All right. So that is adolescence. So let's go to the next slide. So the fourth stage is adulthood. Everybody, can you say adulthood? Okay, can you spell adulthood? A-D-U-L-T-H-O-O-D. Very good. So when we say adulthood, it's between 19 to 65 years old. So 19 to 65 years old. So at this stage, the human body is fully developed. The adults are responsible for themselves and able to make decisions. The adults start to set up their own family and have their own children. So you can see they have their own children in here. All right. So that is the fourth stage. And then let's go to the last stage, or the fifth stage is old age. Everybody, can you say old age? Very good. So when we say old age, it's above 66 years old. Okay, so when the humans get older, the bodies get weaker. Old people cannot respond quickly. They cannot see or listen clearly. Okay, so their muscles weaken. They need support and assistance to walk. Old people are at risk of contracting diseases. Why? Because their muscles weaken. All right, so their bodies get weaker too. Okay, so that is the fifth stage of human life cycle. That is old age, above 66 years old. Okay, so let's review if you still remember. So number one, picture. Can you identify this picture, students? So this picture has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letters, and it starts with letter C. So it's between 3 to 11 years old. They can play with they can make friends with others. So this is called childhood. Very good. Can you say, can you spell childhood? So C H, I, very good. L, next. Letter D, and then H, O, O, and then the last letter is D. So can you read this one? Childhood, very good. Let's go to the next picture. So this picture is between 0 to 2 years old. So this stage has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 letters and start with letter I. So what's this? Infancy. Good job. So can you spell infancy? So I, what's the next letter? N, and then letter F, A, N, C, Y. So that is infancy. Very good. Next. All right. So this stage has how many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 letters. So this is between 19 to 65 years old. So again, what is this, students? Adulthood. Very good. So can you spell adulthood for me? A, D, U, L, T. Very good. And then O, O, D. All right. So adulthood. Next is this stage is above 66 years old. Okay. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. So the first one starts with letter O. Okay, so what's this? Old age. Can you spell old age? O, L. Very good. Next. D, A. All right. And then the last one is E. So nice. All right. So that is old age. Next. Okay, so let's go to our sentence structure. So, question number 1. What is the first stage of the human life cycle? Okay, so this picture, what is the first stage of the human life cycle? The first stage is infancy, right? Very good. Next, what is the second stage of human life cycle? So this picture. So the second stage of human life cycle is childhood. Very good. So next, number 3 question. So what is the third stage of the human life cycle? The third stage of human life cycle is adulthood. No, it's adolescence, right? Okay, it's adolescence. So number 4. What is the fourth stage of the human life cycle? It is adulthood. Okay, next. And then the last one is what is the fifth stage of the human life cycle? The fifth stage of the human life cycle is old age. Very good. So that's all for today. And don't forget to answer your worksheet. All right, so I hope you had a good time learning science, and then see you again next time. Keep safe, everyone.